I'm Russ.
And we're with Michaela.
Join us in the adventure to save Africa's wildlife.
This is when we're all set up for inclement weather. We've got the awning out, our table underneath it, which is totally soggy right now. Then there's the rooftop, and then of course there's the vestibule or extension that keeps us out of the rain to work. Really soggy. I think we got more wet from the dew last night than we have been from the rain.
So, what the heck are you doing?
It's raining again, but I want to show you, we've kind of got an update on where we're going for the next little bit.
You look cold.
It's not too bad. About 60 degrees or something like that.
You look like it's about 30 degrees. I know you want to get on with this, but I'm having fun.
You are having fun. Well, right now we are here. See where that little blue dot is? That's us.
Okay, and where is that? That's Richards
Bay,
close to Durban, South Africa.
Okay, so then we're headed up through here into Swaziland.
Ooh, our favorite Swaziland.
Right. And we're going to be meeting with Anne Riley of the Riley family, who pretty much runs Swaziland.
Well,
meeting
Swaziland's
with her.
wildlife, yeah.
That's right, Swaziland's wildlife, the big game parks. Then we'll be staying there, and then we're going to go out through Swaziland down to just below the Kruger, stay there.
And if people don't know the Kruger, that's one of the most famous wildlife, big game parks.
Yeah, big
definitely
five.
In South Africa and pretty much in Africa.
Right. So we're going to go stay there, then we're going to work our way to Camp Skakuza
In
the Kruger, where we're going to be meeting with a couple of friends of Sheila's, who he is the famous helicopter mechanic for the anti-poaching helicopters that are used throughout the Kruger. So we're going to meet with them. That's going to be interesting to hear some of his stories. We'll have to see what we're going to be able to tell. We're not going to be able to tell all the stories. Then we move on up here to Hoedspruit.
To hunker down for a bit and get caught up. Maybe.
Right, and we will meet with Natalie up in that area with regards to the rhino orphanage, and also how we're going to learn about how they protect rhino in that area with old racehorses that they have used for an anti-poaching team. It's going to be interesting to find that out, how that all works. Then from there we're going to go up through here, go through the good old Bight Bridge.
That's the border post between Zimbabwe and
South Africa.
The craziest border post in Africa.
Right. And then we're going to stay near Gwanda with Amy on their property. We'll be able to camp there. They were Free to Be Wild, and then go on to Bulawayo to see Bay with Free to Be Wild, catch up with her, and we're going to do the second half-year sponsorship for Kumbalani while we're there. Then we're going to try and catch up with Mark, who I've just met online, and apparently he started something in the Gweru area with regards to wildlife rehab. So we'll meet him. Then we're going to go up here, somewhere in Wenge, or Wenke, however we want to call this park.
Wenke.
Yeah. We're going to meet with Brent Stapleton, who is of Cecil the Lion fame. Cecil was actually one of his lions that he was researching when Cecil
was killed by the famous, is that the dentist?
The famous U.S. dentist who came and shot him with a bow and arrow. Anyway, sad story, but moving on.
Tempted him out of the park.
Yeah, he was tempted out of the park.
Famous lion.
Yeah. So we're going to meet with Brent, who does a bunch of stuff up there. Okay, don't mind that pop in. Then we're going to move over this road here. We've never been on here before. It's supposed to take us a bunch of hours traveling along the Lake Kariba, well, let's say along there, and meet up with some folk there who have a new spot along the lake, and they're doing some wildlife conservation work there, so we want to meet up with them.
But that road is, we're not quite sure about that road. We've heard horror stories about that thing. And we'll see. They say it'll take 9 hours if we have any teeth left after.
It'll probably at least take a couple of days. Then after that, we can go through the border right about here. There's a border post. We can go through there into Zambia. They say it takes about 2 hours or so to get through that border post if you have all the documentation. Been reading up on all the documentation, and we should be all right. Then we go on to Lusaka, which is the capital of Zambia. And then we'll be going up here. We're trying to get into these two African parks. But the main reason we're going up here is to Kasanka. We got invited to go and meet with Jerry and Richard, who work with the fruit bats. Apparently it's one of the most famous places for fruit bats.
They're huge.
Yeah,
They
they're...
have a wingspan. What is their wingspan?
I don't know, but they're big.
Over a foot, probably 2 foot. I don't know. We'll find out for sure.
So that's where we go there. After that, we have to figure out how we're going to get through here over into Malawi, and that's Russ's job to figure out how we get there. Then
Maybe Landy will help.
I think so. Then we get through here to Lilongwe, and there's a new, well, it's not new, but it's new to us, a wildlife rescue center that's in Lilongwe, and we're going to go and visit them and get to meet them. And then it's on to one of our favorite people. Here in the Tuma Forest, we're going to meet with Lynn and...
Is Tuma Forest that green spot?
No, I don't believe so. That's Salima. It's somewhere over here. In the Tuma Forest, where we're going to meet with Lynn and meet Felix and the other Ranger Scout that we've sponsored this year. And then after that, it's moving up the coast. I mean, moving up this beautiful lake we'd be left to stay on, through Malawi, up onto Tanzania. And that's as far as I've got sorted. Then after that, we'll...
Sounds pretty good sorted.
It does. And, oh, there's been some good news from... Filippo and Patty. They just actually installed the lights on 2 bomas that we just sponsored up in Pia or something like that. I'll have to Piaya. It's outside of the Serengeti, and Filippo just sent me the story on that, so we'll be posting that. It's this area where we're working now with the human-wildlife conflict and protecting the lions by putting lights on the bomas so that farmers don't kill them, because the lights keep the lions away from the livestock. Anyway, so there we have it.
There we have it. The first leg of our journey.
Lunchtime? It's a little rainy, a little chilly, so we're opting for soup and sandwich.
Hot sandwich. Toasted cheese.
Yeah, toasted cheese. Are you coming for dinner?
Doing our exercise in the prison.
Puff, puff,
Going around
puff,
the edge.
Puff, puff, puff.
Up over the top. All those waves.
Okay.
So this is our favorite time of the morning. Just finished off our fruity, granola-y, seedy, yogurty, vegetable-y breakfast. And we're sitting in the sun. And right about now, I usually say,
I love our life.
and Margaret does too.
I do.
What a beautiful time of day.
The sun is nice and warm after a few chilly days.
Very chilly days and overcast and rainy.
So why are you taking those off?
We don't need them anymore, and we got these brand new fancy schmancy lights. See, doesn't Landy look younger?
Oh.
All this good airflow going to the intercooler. We're going to increase our horsepower by at least 100%, maybe 200%.
Come along, join us. Join the adventure. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michaela Wildlife. 077
7
129